Drake's Boeing 767 was not purchased. It was gifted by a freight airline in exchange for an endorsement deal. The total cost of converting it into what it became was reportedly $185 million. At the end of this video, I'll tell you what Drake did with it in 2022 that made global headlines and why it didn't change anything. 7 levels. Let's get into it. Level 1. Oprah Winfrey. Gulfstream G650. Approximately $75 million. One of the most capable purpose-built business jets ever produced, with a range of approximately 7,000 nautical miles, and a cabin designed to make intercontinental flight feel like a deliberate choice, rather than an endurance event. The G650 represents the point where private aviation stops competing with commercial first class and starts competing with not flying at all. At this range and comfort level, the question is not whether to fly privately, it is whether a flight of this length is necessary, and if so, whether the productivity recovered in a G650 justifies the $75 million capital cost plus approximately $3 to $4 million in annual operating costs. Level 2. Taylor Swift. Dassault Falcon 7X. Approximately $54 million. The Falcon 7X has a range of 5,950 nautical miles, sufficient to fly non-stop from Los Angeles to Tokyo or from Sydney to New York with a stop, and carries up to 16 passengers. Swift upgraded to it from a Dassault Falcon 900 LX, which she had purchased in 2011 for $40 million, and sold in 2024 for approximately $20 million. The first jet, with her initials in the tail number and the number 13 painted on the fuselage, was the most recognizable private aircraft in the world for several years. She sold it at a $20 million loss. This was not a difficult decision. The surveillance of her jet became the story. The jet itself became secondary. That is a specific kind of fame that money cannot purchase and cannot fully prevent. Level 3. Jay-Z and Beyonce. Bombardier Global 7500. Reportedly approximately $75 to $80 million. In 2012, 4 months after the birth of Blue Ivy Carter, Beyonce gave her husband a Bombardier Challenger 850 as a Father's Day gift. Not a watch, not a car, a private jet, reportedly valued at $40 million, with a master bedroom, full kitchen, and seating for up to 16 passengers. This remains, by most documented accounts, the most expensive Father's Day gift in recorded history, which is a category that nobody was tracking until Beyoncé created a data point so extreme that it became the reference. The insight at this level is about the architecture of a fleet. The Challenger 850 was a gift. The Global 7500 is an upgrade. Together, they represent a combined aviation infrastructure reportedly worth over $115 million, for a couple whose combined net worth is estimated at approximately $3 billion. The jets are not the most valuable thing they own. They are the thing that makes the most valuable thing they own accessible. Level 4. Celine Dion. Bombardier Global Express XRS. Approximately $42 million. It can cruise at Mach 0.89 and has a range of approximately 6,000 nautical miles, making it one of the more capable aircraft in the celebrity fleet category. The interesting thing about Celine Dion's jet is what it says about the economics of a long residency. Her Las Vegas residency at Caesars Palace ran from 2003 to 2007 and again from 2011 to 2019, with an audience capacity of approximately 4,200 people per show. She performed more than 1,000 shows. For a performer whose entire business model is based on a fixed venue and a controlled audience, a private jet is not primarily a luxury. It is how you maintain a personal life that exists outside the geography of the residency. The private jet, at the celebrity level, is always the solution to a problem that money created. You became famous enough that a commercial airport is no longer a building you walk through. It is an event. The jet is not a luxury response to the fame. It is the infrastructure response to the problem that fame produces. 3 levels left, and the aircraft start becoming something other than solutions to problems. Level 5. Kylie. Bombardier Global 7500. Estimated at approximately $72.8 million. It is, by specification, functionally identical to the Jay-Z and Beyonce Global 7500. Same platform, same range, same 4-zone cabin architecture. The difference is in what the aircraft communicated when she posted about it. In 2022, Jenner posted a photograph of herself and Travis Scott boarding the jet, with the caption, "You want to take yours or mine?" The photo showed 2 private jets on the same tarmac, implying that 2 people sharing a destination nonetheless required separate aircraft. The internet's reaction to the post was immediate, extensive, and substantially focused on the carbon emissions involved. The aircraft is not the problem. The audience is. Level 6. Donald Trump. Boeing 757-200. Reportedly approximately $100 million. Donald Trump's Boeing 757 occupies a specific position in celebrity aviation that no other aircraft shares. It is simultaneously a personal conveyance, a political symbol, and a piece of campaign infrastructure. The 757 is a commercial narrow-body airliner, the same platform that American Airlines uses for medium-haul routes. In commercial configuration, it carries 150 to 200 passengers. Trump's version, registered N757AF, is customized to seat approximately 43 passengers in configurations that include gold-plated fixtures, a private bedroom, and a conference room. The exterior carries the Trump name in letters large enough to be photographed from a significant distance at any airport it arrives at, which is the point. At every other level on this list, the jet solved the problem of visibility. At level 6, the jet is the visibility. The aircraft is not infrastructure. It is branding at 35,000 feet. Level 7. Drake. Boeing 767. Reportedly approximately $185 million. The most expensive celebrity jet on this list did not cost Drake $185 million. It cost him an endorsement deal with Cargojet, a Canadian freight airline that gave him the aircraft in exchange for promotional association. What the conversion cost was reportedly $185 million. A Boeing 767 in commercial configuration carries between 180 and 375 passengers across 2 cabin classes. Drake's version, which he named Air Drake, carries a small number of passengers across a cabin that includes velvet couches, gold detailing, a branded entertainment space, and the kind of interior that requires explaining to people who have never seen a wide-body airliner configured for 12 people. The exterior is baby blue. The OVO owl, Drake's record label logo, appears on the fuselage. It is visible from the gate at any airport it arrives at and has been photographed approximately as many times as any aircraft operated by a head of state. The jet was never the problem. Having the most recognizable aircraft in the world and expecting privacy was the problem. Every aircraft on this list solved the same original problem. How do you move between places when commercial aviation no longer works for you? What separates the levels on this list is not price. It is what the aircraft says about the relationship between the person inside it and the world outside it. Most of them are trying to disappear. One of them put his name on the fuselage in letters 6 feet tall. The plane that wants to be invisible and the plane that wants to be seen are solving opposite problems with the same solution. I break down how these things actually work, not how the brochure describes them. See you in the next one.